What is up, ladies and gents? Thank you so much for that, TJ. We appreciate you guys. It has been an incredibly insane day of action. We are here for the official post show. You don't want to go anywhere because we've got CJ Murdock, Landon Elmore, and Dom Lobo right after the opening credits. Don't go anywhere, you guys. You're here for the official Bullpen PGF post show. What is up, ladies and gents? I am joined here by the esteemed, the beloved, the last man picked, but not the last man in the standings. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, near and dear to your hearts, one, Dominic Lobo. Dom, how are you doing, sir?
Doing good.
You're doing good? Okay, Dom, we got to get this right out of the gate. When you were picked last, when did the moment of terror hit that you knew you were going to assassinate people? Because you have been on a tear ever since that moment, sir.
Honestly, I was already had that in my mind to try and get as much kills as I want, or as possible. I'm trying not to get.
Do you have gum in your mouth right now?
I do got gum in my mouth.
Can you take the gum out for the moment and then get new gum? Mm-hmm. Because gum in mouth is harder to hear.
You mean
Just no. There's a trash can right there, brother. Okay, just in the future, it's more like when people show up in the post show and they have their mouth guard still in.
Okay.
So that's why I was just like, brother. No, but anyway, you said from the get-go you were thinking a certain way. What was that certain way?
To get as much kills as I want.
So that was originally the plan, right?
Yeah, and then when I got walked on, because they didn't know me, which is understandable, because even though I have been training like how I am now since I was a kid, like for 4 years I went to wrestling in high school, so like that's why. And I graduated 2022. So I haven't had like a lot of like matches back, even though it's 2025, you know. But I haven't been able to do a lot of big tournaments. That's why a lot of people don't really know me, or like there's not a lot of footage of me because I've been back ever since then. But yeah, so when they walked on me, because when no one was bidding, I'm like, oh, okay, I think they're gonna walk on me. And then that added more fuel to the fire.
I mean, that fuel has been well spent because I've been seeing you go on this tear. You're currently, I believe, in like 5th place right now, which is a great place to be. And at one point, you were even the board leader. How has it felt to prove, I guess, a lot of people wrong and probably yourself right?
Honestly, it feels amazing. I mean, a lot of people in my growing up did the same thing where they kind of judged me before getting to really know me. And that same way, we're like, oh man, he's last pick. Oh, that's not. Let's toss him aside. You know, he's not really that important, or he's not like killer. And then I'll go and show him wrong. That happened. I remember twice when I wrestled, where we did team duels. Yeah. And I had it one time where freshman year, when I was varsity freshman year, that the entire state, we were in a school of 15 other schools inside of one gym, and my school and the other was the last ones for the first round, and I was the last guy, and everybody in the stadium everybody in the gym was cheering for the other guy, and I pinned, and then that drove me. I reversed him and I pinned him, and the whole scene was just quiet. So
you've been an underdog before.
Yes.
So you know what it's like to be here, and perhaps that's why you shouldered it so well. But I felt like last week when you got that first kill, there was a little bit of a relief in your face. I felt like there was a great moment because you went up so high on the board that then people started saying well, it's not just that Dom was a great price per pound kind of a guy. This was a guy who became an early contender to be in the playoffs. So did it feel good to have that release when you did get your first rear naked choke last week, sir?
Honestly, yeah, but at the same time, one of my teammates, Anthony Molina, he was getting a bunch of points on the board, and like a lot of us weren't. So I knew we were like down in points. So and he didn't get it. He drew that last match. So I'm like, I gotta help put points on the board. So once I sunk in that choke, I made sure I didn't let go. So yeah, I was gonna, and with the same thing with JJ when I had his back in the second round, I had it sunk in, like I heard him like choking, but we ran into like the couch and the ref was like in the way, so I couldn't like adjust, so I could stay on his back. So that's how I got out, which kind of disappointed about. I could have gotten like 2 kills that night, but
hey, you know what though?
with the one.
Hey, not bad. But then this week you also got another kill, sir. So what did it feel to get that kill?
Honestly, it felt pretty. I'm not one to like talk crap, but it felt pretty good. It felt pretty easy, just because I back at home in Orange County, or in technically also LA because I go to headquarters. I roll with really big guys, like really big guys, like some 180, some 200, some 210, 220, and they all usually have the same game as my first guy tonight. So it was pretty much just like repetition. Like it was easy. Like it was like stuff I'm used to, stuff that I know like I'll do good at. So it was that's why I mean like it was easy because I've been.
I understand, Dom. Nobody's gonna mistake you as a trash talker. You're one of the nicest guys here. I know you to be a pretty pure person. Like when you say something, you mean it. So it is hard because I'm sure there's a part of you that even for the draft thought you could potentially be a bigger personality or crazier, but that's just not you. And drive up the price. You were like, hey, I'm worth it. You'll just see it. And you said back then you're going to let your jiu-jitsu talk for itself.
Yeah.
It has been.
And it has.
So what do you have to say about that so far?
Honestly, I'm just being myself. I'm just being my true honest self. I feel like a lot of people nowadays, like when they do a personality or whatever, it's not really them. So like people will like that specific person, I'm not going to say for the right or the wrong reasons, but like they don't like them for who they actually are. So I feel like I should just be myself. I've been like that for a very, very long time, ever since I was a kid.
I want to ask this, that you've had this experience now. It's been a couple weeks that you've been here. What has been the best part of this experience thus far in?
I guess like maybe all the training, because I got to train with Drysdale, who is a legend, and I'm not usually in Vegas. So like when I'm in Vegas, I'm competing, doing tournaments. So like I don't even like it. Kind of sucks because I can't go to 10th Planet Vegas because I'm 10th Planet. But it's really cool to be learning from Drysdale for like a couple weeks. Yeah. And then I also have some friends that I got to meet out here that I'm on a Discord with, and I know them for like years. I never met them in person. I finally met them in person. Like, well, I'm here, so it's cool. Let's just say Vegas so far has been a very cool and fun experience.
Good for you, man, because the hard part is it's just always getting in the competition mode, but there's other things that you do. You're kind of a kid genius in terms of like knowing how to do computer stuff. And to me, it's like you have all these vast other interests, so you get to do that as well. I want to bring up your unpassable guard because it's a big claim to make for here. And yet even tonight, somebody as gifted and as exceptional as Zach Schneider had a hard time passing it. And that man was throwing in cartwheels and stuff like that. So to me, I felt like we're not at the halfway point yet, but it's been difficult to see somebody actually pass your guard. Why do you think that is?
Honestly, because when I was a kid, I was a stubborn little boy. I was a stubborn little boy. And I only wanted to guard when I used to train with Wagner. And like literally my dad would get mad. He's like, do something to get on mount. I'm like, no, I don't want to. And then, but then also, we also kind of made it so special. Like in our interview, my old coach, Adrian Benavides, I used to get practice with him all the time. And he kind of shaped my guard what it is today. Even though like now I have like stuff from like like because I went to AIJ for a little bit, so I have stuff from there. I have stuff from Jason Manley. I have stuff from, especially now that I'm at 10th Planet from Eddie, like with the rubber guard and all that. Like now that I incorporated in my game, but I mean like the fundamental of it, like me pulling my closed guard and controlling there, being open guards mostly from when I was a kid, training with Wagner and
well,
getting privates from Adrian.
It's such a valuable asset because when you see somebody like Zach Schneider struggling to pass, right, and he's trying to throw a cartwheel, he's trying to come up with these creative ways, you realize that he's almost getting on the shot clock because he hasn't quite succeeded in what he's trying to do. And that's an unusual thing because most people, when they're playing guard, they sometimes get put on the shot clock. So how has that changed for you at all, if anything, for the shot clock aspect? Because you have been pretty active. It has been an interesting puzzle to do it. And I'm going to be honest, when I'm looking at your game, I'm like, I don't know what I would do in that situation.
Honestly, I really have not changed anything at all for PGF because literally when I put people in my guard, they're always trying to defend. They're trying to hold their hands like this, or they're trying to stand up. Like they're not trying to let me do it.
Hold on. Don't talk crap about those people. That's like 100%.
I'm not talking crap.
Hold on. That's 100% the Raf guard. It's trademarked. You can't take that away from me, young man.
I'm not taking it away from you.
Thank you.
I'm just saying that when people there's people that do
people
that.
do something very intelligent to stop that. Yes, I understand, but
it's not intelligent enough to stop.
Hold on.
I'm just kidding. You know I'm just kidding.
No.
But when people do that here, then they get punished for it. So it's literally like I'm just doing what I normally do. Like it's not.
You know what? We broke new ground here. We got Dom to be the best babyface who's gonna talk trash. Well, I mean, maybe they're not like you and not doing anything to get out Raf. I didn't expect that, Dom. But here's what I want to say. I wanted to give you props because it's not easy to have people walk you and you're the only person that gets walked. And you have this moment where you have to put on this good face and you have to be like, man, doesn't bother me. I don't know if it fully does, but all of us are human and it's hard not to have that expressed. And you did it like a champ. And you said the words right then and there. You said, I'm going to let my jiu-jitsu speak for itself. And I thought that was the best statement you could have made. And we've said it on our show multiple times. I just said, watch what he does. Watch this undervalued kid come through. And it has been a great deal of joy to get to see you do what I know you're capable of just within the first 2 weeks. So I'm excited for what the rest of the weeks have in store for you, sir. But I wanted to give you your props. And I would love it if you look at that camera right there and you give a shout outs to whoever you want to.
Okay, multiple people want to shout out. I want to shout out all my teammates, my friends I train with at both 10th Planet, Orange, and Headquarters. I wouldn't be here without them. I had to do a lot of fundraising. I had to do like some fundraisers and stuff, like some extra privates, so I can have enough money to be out here. So I'm thankful for everybody that supported me. I want to give also a shout out to my mom's. Do a little plug. My mom, she makes, if you live in like the Orange County area, like California, that she makes pretty amazing desserts.
The best.
And now she's doing also Peruvian and Cuban food. So like.
Oh snap! She's doing that too.
Yes, and she makes my favorite stuff, and it sucks because I can't even eat it. And it's my favorite food that she makes.
But just know when I showed up here, his mom's was nice enough to send over a couple guava cheesecakes. So that when I'm running on low power and no food here, that made this show go. So she definitely was a big contributor here to us last week. So big up to all the family. Then
I also want to give a shout out to 10th Planet Chino Hills for letting me do a seminar. So I can have money for my trip out here for Vegas while I stay. Thank you guys so much. I also want to be here without you guys. Two more things I want to shout out. I want to shout out 10 Planet West LA because if you guys follow me on Instagram, I've been wearing some of their gear. They've been hooking me up with some of their gear. It's pretty sick gear. If you want, go to their Instagram on their shop link. I think it's under the Instagram. Just if you want some really sick gear, go out and buy some from them. And then I'm also I have a shirt that I've made with a homie. There's a new company called Underdogs. Because, come on, I am an underdog. If you haven't told by now, I am an underdog right now. I'm being the best underdog right now. So if you guys also want to support me, hit them up. Try and get a shirt. They're pretty cool. I would be wearing one. I left one at home, but I'll be wearing one right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Good for you, young man. Hey, get in while you can while this man is still an underdog, because by the end of this experience, I think the secret's already out there, Dom.
Yes.
Enjoy your night. I know you have some dinner plans, but I wanted to get you on. Major props to you, young man.
Wait, one thing before I can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Also, if you guys want to sponsor me, I'm always open. You know, I'm looking for sponsors. You can hit me up at my Instagram, DomKaneLobo_BJJ. And yeah, thank you, everybody.
Look at this. An actual tear down the face. Super proud. Hey, I'm proud of this kid because he was like, hey, shut up. Don't talk. Let me get this one last plug because give me money. Give this man money. All right? That's what we want to see. Dom, enjoy your night. Enjoy your dinner, my man.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dom Lobo, everybody. All right. Dom, get on out of here. You're out. You're done. But bring me Landon. Hey, you have dinner plans. You're abandoning me. Ow, wow. All right. We're now looking for my boy, Landon Elmore. So he is over here. He got lost in the sauce, but he's coming over this way. He's going to take a nice seat over here. You might have seen this man's work. If you didn't see it once, you didn't see it twice, don't worry. He made multiple submissions throughout this past 2 weeks. And right now, we're getting to talk to him a little bit to give him his props. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the standouts of the season thus far, Landon Elmore. How you doing, sir?
What's up, y'all? I'm doing fantastic.
You're doing
fantastic.
fantastic.
It was a great day for me today.
Brother, it was a really good day for you.
It was great.
Let's get straight into it. What about today was so good for you, sir?
I think it's because I ended the day with all submissions. I think the most important win to me was the win against Anthony Valdez because we're 1-1 the submissions. So this ended the submission trilogy. So I'm really happy about that. And I also got some other quick wins. I didn't exactly know who Noah is, but a bunch of my friends were saying he's super good. So I was like, that's a solid win. He felt good in the match too. Like he didn't feel like no scrub. And then Nick Saff, I just was trying to get a quick team point for us. So I'm happy I was able to do that, man.
Listen, dude, no notes today. And let's get straight to it. We'll go to your other matches. But there was an awkward moment because you broke somebody. And to me, it's always a weird thing where you never want somebody to get that injured.
Right.
And so our hearts all sank. And I swear to God, on the video, there's a moment where you like have a celebration and then you immediately go into like, oh no, because you put it all together. So talk me through that moment. What was going through your brain? Because I'm sure it's got to be hard because you come out here to compete and you do things right.
Right.
And yet, unfortunately, that moment happens.
Yeah, I was super happy. Like I got up and I was like, yes. And then I was like, oh no.
Be honest. Listen, kid, you've got a pretty good head on your shoulders. I think I am, at your age, probably more awkward than you would have ever been there. I think I probably would have had a, jump and been like, yeah, oh, no, just kidding. But we had a moment, and did you say anything to him when he was on the ground? Because he was there for a minute. And I thought I saw you kind of go over to him for just a second. Did you say anything to him, and what did you say?
I was just checking on him. I was just like, hey, are you good? Clearly that was not the case. But I didn't know it was as serious as it was. Like, I felt it, and I was like, ooh, that was nasty. But, then they started putting cardboard on his leg, and I was like, oh.
So, okay, you also described it as the nastiest thing you've ever felt in the post speech with our man, Stephen Aiken. What about it? I realize I'm asking you this and I might throw up as you explain it, so I'm just going to ask it. What about it felt or made it nasty?
Well, when I inverted through, there was so much pressure on the ankle because there's Aoki. So I felt everything in his shin just split. It wasn't like a crack, when you heard someone, it's like, this was like a crack, split. And I was like, I've never felt anything like that before. That was nasty.
Okay, you know what? I saw it again. And that little, this is the moment in a horror movie when somebody recognizes, and I like that power. That look that you just gave the camera there. So we've raised someone who's going to be a murderous killer now. Can you do me a favor? Just scoot in a little bit because I want to get you closer in on that camera. You just kind of keep scooting out. I'm going to scoot out away from you because I'm scared of you.
What?
But, hey, listen, what do you mean, what? Your body of work out there is very terrifying, young man. And the best part is, I don't think we've even seen the peak of what you're supposed to do
Not
here.
at all.
So I wanted to give you an opportunity here on the show. I know you talked with Stephen Aiken, but I talked with him afterwards, and I was just like, dude, did that feel weird to like try to do a celebratory moment after we saw a dude that we all felt for? He walked off, and then we tried being like, hey, good job, kid.
I'm like,
So let's try to run that back. Let's try to give you your moment right now, okay? So let's just say you won, and I'm going to start the interview right now, all right?
Okay.
Landon, what an incredible submission. How did you get that finish?
let's go.
Okay.
That's how I really want to be inside.
That's how you were.
That was in my heart. But outside, I was like, hey, Godspeed to Noah, as we should be. But
I mean, the nice part is this. I think that the collective silence of the room spoke to every grappler in here thinking like, that could have been me. And that's why everybody got really quiet. And then my heart also breaks because you see a grappler that you think, okay, they can't grapple for a while. Things being what they are, we hope that he's going to have a speedy recovery. And then I'm seeing you on the mats being like, so can I go? Or what is that? And then they threw a money bag at you.
I was like, oh.
So then it's like a true mix of emotions. But what did it feel like to get that money back, sir?
It felt fantastic. I honestly didn't expect it.
Really?
But then Grace was talking about, she had made a joke before this started. She was saying that she would throw a money bag to the first break.
Yeah.
And she was like, I gotta keep my word. So I went like this, and she missed it, but still.
Wait, what is this supposed to be? Like a basket?
Hoop, yeah, because she was throwing it, and I was like, and then she threw it, and she completely missed it. But nonetheless, I picked it up off the ground. Look, I'm trying to make light of things here. This dude's on the floor with cardboard on his leg. I'm just trying to have fun.
No. You're right. You're 100% right in your thought process. But I'm just saying, if you were my charades partner, I don't know that I'm getting basketball hoop from
what
this.
What do you want me to do? Like,
I don't know, bro.
Like nets and like...
Just literally fade away shot and then do this. So literally,
maybe I could have been a bit more expressive. A bit more expressive. I was just like,
So see, you doing that makes me think like, is he pregnant? Like, what's happening here? Like, what is this?
guys, guess what?
Hey, man, listen. If I don't know how much some of these guys have eaten, Landon, I have to ask this because I see your size.
Yes.
And I see some of these other guys' size.
Yes.
Do you feel undersized here at all?
Yeah.
Yeah?
100%.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie and be like, I'm the biggest guy here.
Yeah.
But I think that I'm good enough to where sometimes it doesn't matter.
Right. Because to me, there was an equation I did. So you're, full disclosure, you're on my fantasy team. Hey. You and Christos. Hey. Thank you very much for the great work.
I got you.
I have picked well. And there was a hesitancy because I was like, do I want to keep you guys together? Do I pick somebody else? And I just had this thought, which was, I've seen how you have worked. I've seen your body of work. And I thought, you know what? Maybe not for a split second. Because I didn't have a lot of time. These are 30-second picks.
Yeah, that sliver of doubt.
And I have that sliver of doubt because I thought, is he undersized? And so when I picked you, it was a vote of confidence of, I think you're going to perform well here.
Thank you.
And imagine the delight I have when I look at you and I go, damn, this dude is killing it in ways that I'm like, not only is it impressive, but you're becoming scary to these guys who are bigger than you on paper, bro.
Even when I fought Nick, like I won't lie, I barely had the ankle. And he tapped pretty fast. So I was like, oh, I'm like building a reputation here.
You are, but that last match was probably a good credential to give you.
It definitely was.
Like at this point there. And full disclosure, if you start thinking about the strategic part of this, he's tapping because he probably wants to come back next week.
Right.
And now we've got boys.
Fear in people's hearts.
Yeah, but now we got boys who may not be back here next week. And
I know, poor Noah.
That is one of those things where, well, it's not just Noah. I mean, we got a whole roster of guys who are walking with a limp right now.
Yeah, Jordan
I saw Jordan, and you know what, dude? My heart sank for him because he's good people, and he was giving us great matches, too.
He's solid. He's not a bad guy.
Having said that, okay, so we're 2 weeks in.
Okay.
What has been the best moment or part of the experience thus far, and aside from the competing?
It's definitely been the group training, I feel like. I haven't really had an opportunity to... I've never really been on a team tournament, really. I'm going to be honest. So this is my first time being on one, and having these group trainings where we work on mistakes, we have fun with each other, we work on new things in preparation for something that we can all enjoy. I think that's the best part for me because like I don't know, I became friends with these people I've never even met before. Some of them, they're really cool. Like Derek's a really nice guy. Spencer's a great guy. Brady, Armin, Mike, John, all great people. I've never met them before, and now we're like I would say we're great friends.
You also started at an advantage because you and Christos being on the same team.
Right, that's why I didn't count him.
Of course, of course.
I already know him.
Listen, Christos will count himself twice. We know.
Yeah.
But what I did like about that was when you join a team dynamic, it is cool to have a buddy to already know, like, hey, ride or die, we're going to be okay.
Right, like it's me and you here.
And then now we can just build upon that. And it feels like that's what you guys have done.
Definitely.
Because the two of you are really leading that point board. And now with that, I'm sure your team has to be very pleased with your performance.
Right.
I mean, I definitely saw your coach going out there and celebrating a little early, one might say, but he's feeling pretty good, if I might say so. He might. But all I said to him was this: I was like, "Brother, what's happening here?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm feeling real good right now.
I'm feeling great."
Oh man, Raf, what are you talking about? I'm just enjoying my life.
This
is great.
impression.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I always said that he sounds like, I don't know if you've ever heard of this person, but he has kind of like a mix between Prince and Lenny Kravitz's voice.
Oh, I heard of Prince. I never heard of Lenny Kravitz.
You've never heard of Lenny Kravitz? Okay. Young child. It's okay. But I'm right. Just know that. And really, when he talks, it's always in like this part of the nose and this part of the throat where it's all real vocal. So it's just very, no, I'm not going to stop it. Hey, you did a really good job. I'm very proud of you. I can't believe you
do
did
that.
that.
Kind of accurately, not gonna lie.
I do impressions.
Yeah, that's really good.
Many of your coaches I have impersonated at some point or another too.
That's good.
So just know that. And they know who they are.
They have distinct voices.
I mean, one of them is going to fight this weekend, apparently.
Gary, yeah.
So super happy to see him back out there. In fact, there was a moment where somebody's like, "What's Gary doing?" I was like, "Bro, I don't know. It's not. I don't have a hotline. I call him all the time. He's a bro." But like, and then all of a sudden I saw he's fighting. I was like, "Oh shit, good for him."
I know. I'm super hyped for Gary.
So I'm hyped for you.
Yes.
What can you tell us to expect over the next few weeks? Because we're not done here, bro. This isn't even the halfway point. What can we expect over the next few weeks?
Well, for starters, next week I have Gojani, I have whoever's replacing Jordan Worth, and I have CJ Murdock. So I'm already expecting fireworks from those. Gojani is a fantastic guy. CJ is a great guy. I'm not sure who's in for Jordan yet, but whoever it is, probably a great guy. So more of what happened today, hopefully next week, and then from so on.
Oh yeah, man. And what is this for you? When you're out there, you're competing, what is your ultimate goal? Like, what do you want to take away from this experience? Like, if you get your way, what is going to be the statement you make by the end of this PGF experience?
That's a great question. I think that, for starters, I want to show that Andy stole me for $1,500 or $1,600. I want to prove everyone wrong. I'm going to be like, hey, guys, should have been more on me. And then secondly, I want to prove that I am one of the most established grapplers at 155. I feel like I haven't really had a chance yet to show that I'm up there. And then sometimes when I did, I would fumble the chance. So I feel like now that I'm on a roll, I feel like it's going to keep going. People are going to know my name soon. And that's what I really want. I want people to know my name. I feel like I'm not there yet.
Maybe, but Landon, how old are you?
18.
Okay. When you say you fumbled your chance.
Oh, like before. Like not here, but I'm saying just like maybe chances in the past.
I guess so, but that's like, you're 18, bro.
Right.
Like, you haven't had that many chances yet. And if anything, it puts you on a trajectory to have an even brighter future that most people at your age are just starting to develop this as a skill and become really good. But for you, you're going to have the skill that won't go away. It's only going to get sharper as you go on.
Exactly.
So what I like about what you're saying right now is you want to definitely be remembered and you want to be a legend of our sport. If you continue to do performances like you've been doing the past 2 days, I don't think that's out of the question, especially with the team that you train with. They're incredible grapplers, and I feel like you're going to keep honing that skill. So I'm very happy to see you do great things, and I'm very excited for it. And how many money bags do you have right now?
I have 2.
You have 2.
$1,000.
$1,000. Congratulations. What are you doing with that $1,000, young man?
I don't even know yet.
Okay.
Maybe some of it will go to Pokemon cards, but like I don't want to spend that much on it. Well, I'm telling you, I won't spend all of it on it.
Listen, I worry about you and the JJ not spending your money.
I'm smart with my money. Look, I'll enjoy a little bit and save most of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because that $1,000 goes real quick.
I know.
Okay, just making sure.
Trust.
Okay. I just want to make sure that all of you children are making the right choices.
Of course, yeah.
All right. Landon, here's what I want you to do. There is a camera right in front of you. I would love for you to shout out anybody who's been helping you and who you want to give some thanks to, sir.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to my family, shout out to my mom, dad, brother, sister, grandparents, aunt, uncle, everybody. They're amazing. Shout out to my coaches at Kingsway, Gordon, John, Gary, and all my training partners too. Like, everyone's great. Like Reese, Andrew, Dominic, they're all amazing. They're one of the best people at this weight, and they all help me every single day. So shout out to them. Shout out to my sponsors, Level Black and Eric the Defender, best lawyer ever. So yeah, that's about all I want to say.
I see him get a lot of traction. So Eric, thank you for sponsoring him and Christos. Yeah. That is incredible. I know what it's like to be a young kid trying to follow a dream. So every help that we get like that is incredible. So thank you very much, Eric. But
thank y'all.
Landon, I got to tell you, man, super happy for you. And, let's see how this runs. If you take me to another championship, you and Christos, maybe we'll figure out something here.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't want to speak out of turn because you guys have been getting great swag bags so far. There may be a Grappling Hour t-shirt coming your way soon. We'll see.
I will wear that.
Okay. I'm just making sure. And congratulations to you for helping your boy Christos get another money bag as well.
Yes, he was super happy about that.
Well, he should have been because your boy last week was like, "Oh, where the money bag is," and then this week it's like, "Oh, bro, we're throwing you money bags." But you know what he had the nerve to do? Comes up to me and goes, "Hey, man, I've been blowing up your show," and I was like, "No, reverse. Don't try that on me." It was like, "No, child." You didn't come and blow me up. I asked you the question that put you on. Also, if that's the case, I should be taking a cut of that money bag.
Yeah. Give me
10%. Oh, bro, 250. You run a hard bargain, bro. I will, dude. You know what? Hey, listen. You're going to make quite the manager one day. I'm going to be very excited. You'd be like, hey, this fighter, he works for 30%. He's fine.
He's fine, all right?
He's doing great. Landon, I'm going to let you get on out of here. Congratulations to you, young man. Ladies and gentlemen, the young Landon Moore. Have a great rest of your night, sir.
Thank you.
All right, friends. So we're waiting to get word on something here. I'm looking at our producer, Keelan, who is about to give me a note. And we have found Derek Rayfield, who has been somebody who came in as, hold on, do you count as a free agent, Derek? Is that what this is?
You know, I'm the wrong person to ask, bro.
Yeah,
I just go out there and I do my thing, you know?
I just get out there.
I just go out there and start slapping people.
Derek, you did start slapping people, and I was concerned.
Okay. To be fair, in my defense, if you watch the video, it's not a bad collar tie. He just backs up during it, so I got, like, more heat on it. It's not like I winded up and did it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know. It wasn't necessarily malicious.
Really strong. I'm so strong.
I can't tell you you're not, but it just sounds like an odd explanation.
It was my bad. I didn't mean to put that much heat
on it.
Every other time you've ever seen me do that, I meant to put that much heat on it. That time I did not mean to put that much heat on it.
But you also have been somebody who's in combat jiu-jitsu where it's allowed. Yeah. This is not combat jiu-jitsu, but you had a moment where even in your face you were like, oh, damn, I'm sorry.
It landed, but it was because he backed up into it, so like it got more momentum than I thought it was gonna have.
For sure.
If you rewatch it, like you can see that it's not like I winded up to do it. I just did it from here.
Yeah.
And he went like this, and so it just got boom.
I don't think it's malicious.
Yeah.
I will be very clear about that. I think that in the spirit of the competition, you were trying to just get a collar tie. That's it.
I was trying to do a hard collar tie, to be fair. I was definitely, because he could put a hard collar tie on me. I was like, okay, I'm going to show him I can do it too. Boom. And it hit harder than I thought it was going to.
It rang my ear. That's how intense it was. But, hey, man, can I tell you something?
What's up?
You're the person that tipped me off that there were some injuries that were going to be very impactful, because I saw you last week making weight, and I didn't know you were going to be an alternate, but I was delighted to see you. You're a welcome presence in just about anywhere that doesn't glow in the dark. But when I saw you there, I was like, okay, so he's going to be an alternate. That's dope. And then you put up, I'm getting my shot, and I'm getting it under Andy. And I go, well, that definitely narrows things down. So can you take us to the moment you got the call that you were coming in?
Well, the first moment that really tipped me off was actually at last week's PGF. The first match with Armin, he got tapped with a heel hook, And I went up to him after and I said, "Hey man, are you okay?" And he's like, "Dude, I don't know if I'm okay." That I don't want to say exactly what happened
For sure.
because I don't want to whatever. But he basically I didn't know if he was going to be out that week or if it was going to be the next week type of thing. You know?
Yeah.
So I was kind of getting ready that night. I was like, okay, well, he might not be able to do next match.
For sure.
He powered through and he got through everything he needed to do. But yeah, he sent us a. Fuck, I can't talk too much about what.
Yeah, no. So hold on.
I mean?
Let me give you some notes that I have. This is I think fairly that I've had a conversation with him as well, and I'll say the public part out, which is I think he had adrenaline going through his veins through that night, and then I think like a lot of you guys who are competitors who are game, you get through that night and you go, oh, no, this isn't good. And I think that man powered through as much as he could.
It definitely was sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
As far as weeks,
Yeah.
The week leading
So it was a little bit earlier, but obviously dots, I's, crossing of T's have to happen. But I saw that from you this weekend, and I thought, oh, okay, cool. And then there was rumor that Mike John was out, and I thought, damn, we're losing some guys, and I felt bad for them.
Yeah.
And you thought that this was going to be the format where a week in between was going to give guys time to rest. So in your brain, were you thinking it wasn't going to be likely that you were coming in, despite seeing some of those injuries last week?
No, I was reassured that I'm competing this week.
Okay. So you had a pretty good feeling going into it.
As soon as that whatever post you saw was out, I was locked in for PGF.
Gotcha.
I knew my shot was here.
Well, all I know is I was in the middle of eating, and so it's not unlike something I would be doing. But I'm in the middle of eating, and I'm just like this. Oh, damn. Okay. And then I immediately have to start doing some sleuthing. And as I said on our preview show, I go, listen, brother, I hate that we have to do it this way because it's this coy unrevealing of who's out. And I go, bro, I don't have time to sleuth this. I don't know. Just tell me who's out.
Yeah.
But I know it's not your story to tell.
Yeah, exactly. That's why all I do is come out here and compete the best I can. And, I feel like there's definitely things I need to work on this tournament.
So hold on. Before you start going down that route,
okay.
Let's start with the props, and then we can backtrack to that.
Dude, my heel hook was sick, wasn't it?
Bro.
Yeah.
I want to give you some props, which is you caught our eye here immediately when you came out because you were making a statement where you said, like, I'm going to make the most of my time.
Yeah.
Like, you wasted 0 seconds, and you were already off to the races. And that's what I hope for our alternates, to realize, like, hey, man, this is a great opportunity. And these guys are literally killing themselves, putting themselves back out there to not lose their spots.
Exactly.
So if somebody's going to come in, I think you are a prototype way to try and make that happen.
Dude, I think I could have gone, pretty high as far as draft picks goes, if I was at the draft, So it's I wanted to go out here and put up more points than I did. But definitely that first match, I did pretty much exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted a choke to get more points.
Yeah.
But just how the game planning was for Anthony, like that's kind of how I saw that going down.
Yeah.
Is he would put me in full guard and I'd be able to. I was actually working with Jordan Worth. I meant to shout him out when I was on the mic. I had it in my brain, and then I just didn't for whatever reason. Jordan Worth was working with me on that exact thing that I got him in. So it was really cool to just see it work immediately.
It's hard because sometimes your brain's jumbled. I'm sure you're feeling a rush of 12 different emotions as you're up there.
Oh, dude, I was talking and I was just like, yeah, I was more offensive. I was in no danger.
Yeah, actually, by the way, a pretty great line. I don't laugh at a lot, but it definitely got a laugh out of this guy. So I was like, man, good on you. That was probably the laugh line of the day, sir.
I'm sure you know it, like being someone who talks more on mic, but it's definitely weird, like when you hear yourself talking as you're talking. I was like, yeah, that was new for me.
Well, here's the thing. I'm very verbose, and my words are pretty good here.
Yeah.
When I roll, man, my shit talk game is high, but sometimes when I'm out of breath, I'm literally just like, what you got? And then like the verbs are out of place. My nouns don't make sense. And I'm just like, yeah, you wish you could. And everybody's like, dude, I thought you were good at this. And I'm like, no, I'm still going to talk trash about you. Just your mom's fat. Got her. Damn. So, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think, before we even get into talking about today, and just in terms of replaying those moments. Do you think you're coming back next week?
That's a decision that's not my decision.
I'm just saying. Let's do this percentage-wise. 0 to 100, 100 being the most. How much do you think you're back?
I think that I grab opportunity better than most people in jiu-jitsu.
I would agree with that.
I think there's a good chance that I will grab an opportunity that pops up.
Okay.
No matter what team, what injury, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I will grab onto whatever I can.
Your Honor, he did not answer the question.
I'd be a great politician, wouldn't I?
It's all right. It's not bad. It's unfortunate that I'm a very good journalist, so I would just be like, "No, sir, you didn't answer." But
opportunity loves to fall right here. In this
dude's
right
literally
here.
just like, you know what? I'm not going to answer that, but I'll tell you, gimme is what I want.
When shit falls right here, I go like this.
So let me ask this to you. Talk me through the day, through the matches, because you briefly kind of alluded to them. So just very briefly, tell me match by match what was going on for you, sir.
So I watched very little jiu-jitsu. The only guy I really knew about was I knew about CJ Murdock because he went against my boy Brady.
Sure.
But Anthony went against my boy Brady twice.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew a lot about his style. I knew that he was going to be someone similar to me, not exactly. And I know I match up pretty good against guys with that style. I knew he wasn't going to allow the high pummel, because that was my plan going into it, is trying to high pummel, get under, and I've been working some moves from there.
Mm-hmm.
He did not allow that at all. I ended up in his full guard, and I knew, the game plan was if I end up in his full guard, I'm going to throw my legs over and I'm going to heel hook him. And, it took longer than I expected, because he was doing a lot of, going over hooks and, I even at one point in the match was like, "Hey, do you just want to reset, dog? 'Cause I don't think we're going anywhere here. I think we're just kind of like an Ouroboros, eating our own tail." And he was like, "Nah, I don't want to do that." I was like, "Okay, bet." But no, that was the game plan. Like, if I end up in his full guard, we're gonna throw our legs over him. We're gonna try to heel hook him. I don't think his heel hook defense is anything immaculate.
Sure.
And so, like I said, working with Jordan Worth, I knew the steps to go to from that position, and it ended up working out exactly how the game plan was.
That's what's up.
Matthew Mash. I don't know if I'm saying his name.
I think it's
correctly.
Mash, but
Matt Mash.
Yeah,
That's a sick name.
Here's my thing. Like, he said that people have said it wrong all the time, and that never quells my anxiety when I go, "It's Matt Mash," and he's like, "Yeah, sure," and I go, "I think I'm still saying it wrong," but he wants to give up. Yeah,
Matt Mash is a sick name,
dude, fits the game. Like,
exactly.
That dude is a great competitor. Love that guy, and yeah, you're right. Talk us through that.
Love his jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing more I love than a guy who's able to scrap like that.
Yep.
Where I club him hard and I'm like, "Hey, bro, I'm sorry." And he literally said in the match, like, "We're not dancing, we're wrestling."
Oh, that's what's up.
And I was like, "Hell yeah, that is what we're doing."
Exactly.
Yeah, he's a super chill dude. But yeah, the match was super fun. Like, he put the pressure on me the entire time. I'm super mad about not being able to secure the back position when I had the chance. Just with that, I don't even remember exactly how he set it up. I just saw his elbow cross my center line, and I was like, I can take his back from here.
Yeah.
And I didn't do a good enough job of getting that bottom leg in. I think I got a little hyper focused on like what I had on his neck, and I went for that when I should have just been focusing on that bottom hook. A little tough when you're like in the corner of the mat as well. You don't have room to roll. So I understand why I made that mistake, but it was definitely a mistake I made.
But him and you, we had put you guys down as a match to watch. Now, when you showed up, it did change things for me because I usually try to preview things a certain way. And then I saw you were here, and I go, "Oh, I like the way you match up with a couple of these guys." And right before the day started, I even went up to you, and I was like, "Bro, you made it so that I was compelled." I was like, "Yeah, this is a match to watch." You didn't let me down at all, man. So I was super happy that you were getting your moments, and that, not to prove me right, because I'm always right, but more importantly, I was just like, I know what you're capable of. And you and Mash represent people who have competed in the EBI and CJJ formats, and people who have seen your work there are familiar with you having an intense game. It's fun to watch, great for audiences, and I thought, yeah, bring it here, bro. Let's see that.
dude, I'll have 10 more matches with Mash, you know? Like that's exactly what I'm trying to put into jiu-jitsu, you know? I want, like, my mom and my dad watch my matches, you know? And they don't know nothing about jiu-jitsu. So I don't want to just be hugging some guy's foot for 10 minutes, you know, and you know, just rolling around. I want something that is exciting, that that people who don't know the game can just like show to like their work colleagues.
For sure.
Like, look how cool this is.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like me and Matt, I didn't see all the matches of the night. You know, I was trying to get ready, and you know, I think that was, from what I saw, the best match of the night.
It was pretty good,
and that's
man.
why I was telling him, like, throw the money bags. Like, this is exactly what we're trying to create here. You know, I'm gonna be doing that all season.
As you need to.
Chance,
Hey, listen, we've told people it's less likely to get a money bag by asking for a money bag.
That's a lie.
Not necessarily, because a couple of these guys milked it tonight. But I argue Christos got a money bag because he showed up here last week. Because he was like, he came up to me and he goes, "Hey, man, you're welcome. You see those numbers I got you?" And I was like, no, reverse. I got you those numbers. You didn't do shit for me. So you're welcome, Christos, for your money bag here.
Lie.
You think so?
No, I don't think what you said is a lie. But I definitely think asking for money bags has shown to.
It
I
can.
think if you looked over the percentages of people who have asked for money bags who got them.
I think you need to do better math because
Maybe.
it hasn't worked that way. What happens is
I'm
this.
bad at math.
Yeah, I know. What's happened is almost everybody has asked for a money bag, but the sad part is this. If it works, you look like a genius. If it doesn't, you just look like...
Yeah. That was me my first match.
Womp,
No, okay.
However,
Okay.
Landon told me, and I didn't know what he was doing, but he said he went out there, and he was like, I went to Heather, and I went like this. And I was like, what's that? And he goes, it's like a basketball hoop. I was like, is it? And I go, you're not my charades partner, bro. It just looks like you're pregnant. That's what this is. So I guess what I'm telling you is, sure,
has varying degrees of success.
do what you need to. There's a better statement. Do what you need to do. But make sure when you get your mic time, it's like a pro wrestler. You got to get over with the audience.
Yeah.
You basically just have to continuously build and build and build. So have that great personality, show that out, because that's more likely to get it for you, because then they're rooting for you to get the money back. As opposed to being like, oh, heel hook, money bag, because that's not what we're looking for. There's no science to this.
Double heel hook.
Oh,
maybe should have got a money bag.
By the way, stealing that. I don't have your legs, but I was looking at it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to steal that, bro.
I don't think it requires like a crazy amount of
It helps.
legs. It does.
It helps.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me like that.
Yeah.
Oh, my
I don't
super long legs did nothing to help me here. Shut up, dude. All of us with regular stubby ass legs can't
Point
do that.
taken.
Thank you. Okay, Derek, go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna go.
Please.
Last match was CJ Murdock. I like CJ's game a lot. I feel like in the last 3 minutes, it was a little bit more about trying not to lose than it was to win.
Yeah.
I was a little upset about how the refs told him to stop backing up 4 times and didn't actually put him on the shot clock. That irked me a little bit.
Okay.
Because the shot clock is the warning. You know what I mean? Like, you get maybe 1 warning before the shot clock. To tell him to not back up literally 4 times, because I did count. It was 4 times. I think is a little error on the refs.
It's
part.
okay. I get to ask him next what that's all about.
Yeah.
So all you're doing is setting up my question. So thank you for that.
But CJ has a great game. I feel like at least the first 3 minutes of our match was actually a pretty awesome.
We need to do this more often. We need to put the person who I'm interviewing next to be right over there who just had a match with the person, so they could be like, I thought that dude was trash.
Yes.
I don't care who knows about it.
CJ's a bitch.
Wow.
I like CJ.
Hold on.
Me and him were just talking. No.
A bitch. There we go. I'll ask that. And then Derek.
I don't mean that.
Hey, Derek. I'm going to move on here in a second, but I want to give you an opportunity to shout out your people. So the camera's right here. I'd love for you to tell the people thank you or give shout outs to sponsors. Whatever you need to do, sir, that camera is all yours.
Dolomer, these mats were probably one of the best that I've ever competed on. It felt like a cloud, but not just a cloud, like a rainy cloud, like a thick cloud. Something you feel safe falling on, but also gives that level of comfort. But also like stylish, you know? This is style. This is comfort, and this is Dolomer. You know what I'm saying? Okay, fantastic. I'd like to shout out Once Upon a Coconut for being part of this PGF, and every sponsor. Those are the only 2 I know, honestly.
Okay.
But thank you for every sponsor that makes PGF the thing it is.
What about the Sensei app? What do you have to say about them?
Incredible app. Better than Angry Birds. I'll tell you that much.
I mean, print that for a commercial, bro. All right, Derek, I'm going to let you go right now, man.
Yep.
But I got to tell you something. It has been wonderful to continue to watch you develop. I've seen you since you were a kid. You've always been nothing but kind to me, and that has always been appreciated. But I think you're a savage. You've grown into a fine young gent that comes out here and competes. Mm-hmm. Super proud of you, and I want you to keep doing your thing, man. I'm hoping to see you back next week and go out there and kill it.
Also, not to hijack your show.
Yeah.
What's up with Subversive?
What about it? You want in?
For that?
I don't matchmake. I executive produce. I'm the him of Subversive. So
yeah.
What? You gonna yell at him right now?
I just heard. I just verbal. Do you not control the verbal tap?
I control verbal tap. You talk to me
on Instagram.
Yeah, that's me.
You said you were trying to get me a message.
I said I would. Yeah, but aren't you busy right now, fam?
I mean, like.
Because if you get injured here,
weekends,
brother, listen. When does Subversive happen? September 5th and 6th.
That's why I'm asking the question.
You're welcome.
This is exactly
September 5th and 6th. Maybe you might be in playoffs.
Playoffs are September 10th.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
You know what?
I might have to ask
the
you
me
next.
of this show and the
you.
me of my show are going to have a conversation.
Right.
It's not for lack of ability, but I want you to have an opportunity here.
Yeah.
It's not that I haven't stopped looking. We have an idea or two.
Okay.
But we can chat off air.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I have to say, kind of proud you did that. I kind of like that. It's a little bit different than Moneybags. You can do this anytime to me. I don't care, because I'll just roast you if you're dumb.
Opportunity, bro.
As you should.
This is just what I do.
Hey, you're a good kid. Love you, bud.
Love you too.
Derek Rayfield, everybody. All right, we're not done here.
Like
Don't go to. I do love your shirt. Thank you. That's great shit, bro. All right, we got one more interview happening right now. Super excited to bring this gentleman on, and this man is not only one of the most entertaining people out there. He's a beast. He's a nice gent. And here's what I want to say about him. Maybe he's owed some apologies or respect on his name, but the word on the streets was this man was old. And you know what? You were looking not at me, but at Egghead. So I had to clear up the streets. I had to make sure that we knew the old accusations.
Egghead claimed on his fantasy draft today that he did not call me old.
He didn't.
So maybe Heath was just hyping me up, and none of you guys called me old, and I got a money bag because.
But I'll be honest about it. You are older. That's a different sentence.
That's what they tell me.
But you don't roll old.
I don't really feel it. Honestly, bro, some of these, they don't make them like they used to. Let's just put it that way.
CJ.
Now, Landon's going to be tough. Bro.
Yeah.
Actually, is built a little different. And Molina, he's built a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Christos built a little different. Matt Mash built a little
different.
But, man, I'm like, the next couple of weeks are going to be really exciting because I feel like I feel like I haven't really gotten my momentum yet. I feel like I finally settled a little bit into Vegas.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm going to get back into my schedule a little bit more, and I'll start to open up a little bit more. I feel like...
Hold on. CJ, would you like some outside perspective?
Sure.
Okay. I think you may not have the points you think you should have. Okay?
Yeah.
I'll start with that.
Yes, sir.
But I don't think the performances have been bad. I think that you have been doing excellent work. The matches have been entertaining, and maybe the points are coming sooner than later. Because to me, I'll tell you full disclosure again. I've told you off air. I've picked you on my fantasy team. Do you know why? I know your body of work.
Yeah.
And I told Landon the same thing I'll tell you, which was it's an equation. So I look through and I go, who can get me this? Who can get me these kind of points? Who can get me these kind of points? And when I looked at Landon, I was like, bro, you're undersized, but I'm going to take that risk.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
He's a sniper, too.
A money guy.
Him and Aunt Molina, that was a really good.
Ooh.
I had them picked as so I have Aunt Molina, Landon, and Christos as the top 3 leg lockers. So I guess now that Landon got Ant, I guess Landon is the number 1. And then we'll put Christos at the bottom just because I haven't seen as many leg locks. He got a guillotine today. So
he did.
So he hasn't just been leg locking.
He's there. And yeah. I do wonder sometimes because of the point structure here, how much people, if they really honed in on a leg lock, could get it.
Yeah.
But because of those 6 points, they're trying to hunt that.
Especially 7 right off the rip. That's what I've been trying to get. I've been hunting for the 7s. Jordan Worth was freaking, man. I felt like his neck turned back.
Dude.
It was like Evil Boo. Like his head just spun around.
I'm so sorry. Evil what?
Evil Boo. Like I was fighting him. Like I was like Go Tanks. Like Go 10 and Trunks combined. Those are my 2 favorite Dragon Ball Z characters. Which
there we go.
Obviously be the reason why I like their fusion the best. But yeah, I felt like I was like literally fighting Kid Buu, and his like head was like made of rubber.
I just want to point out something here. See, this is what an actual old person sounds like when I go, I'm sorry, what now, young man?
Yeah, just called Dragon Ball Z. It's like my favorite show.
But to
Anime,
me, I just knew that moment that you got real intense. You went over to Egg. I looked over and I go, okay, we need to make sure there's something happening here, because when I saw that, I'm thinking to myself, this man has the chip on the shoulder because the streets make him feel old.
Hey.
And that the word on the street might be.
Word on the street is.
But
I guess
to me,
36 to some people is really old. But
I mean, it's harder to do a young man's game
yeah, I mean,
at 36. But man,
I just been getting better.
but you
it's
look.
Heath, though. It's all Heath.
But you look so agile at what you're doing that it's just like, damn, bro, it's impressive.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. But yeah, no, I just like it's all my teammates and my wife and my brother. Like, yeah, they just help me so much. So yeah,
Okay.
I feel like it helps to have a brother, and it really helps to have a wife that are really good at jiu-jitsu. And you have a coach like Heath. He's like literally, he just makes us believe in ourselves in a way that no other coach has made us believe. Honestly, my best coach before that didn't speak English.
Really?
So, yeah, so I was lucky enough in 2015 I got to train with Fernando today.
Yeah, of course.
So when I got my black belt, I was like really obsessed with getting good at gi jiu-jitsu because I just got to like fighting MMA, and I don't know, I just didn't want to wear a black belt and like not be good at the sport that you're supposed to be representing. So yeah, I spent a decent amount of time trying to get good. So I feel like I'm pretty good now. So
I mean,
we're doing all
the
right.
work speaks for itself here, bro. I would tell you this. What I'm noticing about your game is I think you are becoming a crowd favorite because when they see you go out there, they know it's going to be an intense 6 minutes. They know it's going to be like, damn, this dude's going to give everything he's got.
Yeah.
And then if he feels like he's not getting the response he wants, he might be talking to you at home. Like, you're not afraid to talk to the home viewers.
Nah, but it's, I mean, when you're about it, it's okay. Like, it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, when Derek's like talking smack a little bit in our match, I'm just like, oh, well, that's what Derek does.
Did you not hear what Derek was saying in this interview 2 seconds ago?
I was kind of paying attention,
Okay.
but I wasn't paying too much attention. But yeah, Derek, he's just a little hot-headed guy when he competes, and that's okay.
I mean,
but that stuff doesn't get under my skin. Everybody can act however they are gonna act, and my goal is to have zero reaction on anything that they're doing. Like Robert tried to get me to convince him that my foot hurt from Juan, and I'm gonna tell you right now, even if my foot was destroyed, I'm not gonna tell him that my foot is destroyed. Yeah, it's a different generation. Like, I'm not gonna walk off the mat limping. I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna try to act like a baby or anything.
I mean, here's what I say. I think we had put you and Derek down as a match to watch because to us, I just knew what you do and he does is interesting just from what it says on paper. And then lo and behold, I was like, damn, I mean, y'all did the work. I was kind of fighting
like a doppelganger version of myself that was like a little bit bigger and just a little bit stronger. So I don't know. I kind of wanted to do Andy's stuff to him. Because when I was first like looking at like just like Nogi, starting to get better at Nogi, like Andy's a huge influence on me. So like I kind of wanted to just do his stuff against his guys and see if it works. So I feel like I did an okay job. Derek did a good job of like making a couple wrestling takedowns, but honestly, I felt like I was hunting for the submissions, and I mean overall, I think it was a really good scrap. I mean, you try to not get pushed around by Derek Greenfield.
No,
he's just going forward, bullying. I feel like maybe we had like I don't know, I could just jump on the couch. The problem I think really was there's too many people in the couches, and I couldn't get a good step up on the couch to jump on him.
So we're talking like a bounce off the cage. Like we're talking like Benson Henderson flying kick.
100%.
Oh my God! So that's what you're going to be doing soon?
That was the goal, but unfortunately nobody had enough room. I think I landed in Andy's
Can you
lap
pick
one time.
where there's nobody on a couch one of these times?
He tried. I don't think I really had to. I don't think I was picking. I think Derek was picking.
Okay,
because I was just reacting.
Going into the audience scares me, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's too many people in the crowd.
Fair enough.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's what we want.
It is what we want.
If there was a tiny bit of space, I might have been able to jump up off the couch and like do a front flip onto Derek's back or something. They call it instant transmission because they also understand Dragon Ball Z.
You know what? I'll just instant
transmission.
Thank you.
That's why they call it instant planet. boom, little duck under to the back, or a
Thank
little
you.
slide by to the back, Pixley style. But unfortunately, he's really wary of that stuff. So yeah, I felt like I was like fighting him. Maybe like, I don't know, 6 minutes is like kind of hard to pick what you want to do. And I
Yeah.
just like to scrap. Like
Yeah.
I want to try to sub. Like I obviously don't want to get submitted, but I feel like if I'm getting submitted, it's almost like I don't know. It's like it's like kill or be killed a little bit.
You're trying to put on a show no
Yeah,
matter what,
yeah,
win or
yeah,
lose,
exactly.
and that's what we want.
Yeah, and today,
Honestly.
I said to myself, I'm probably just not going to tap to anything, and it seemed to work out pretty decently. I don't know if I'm going to use that strategy on Aunt Melina and or Landon. I think I might just start the match on my hands.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
Like a handstand.
Yeah.
And then maybe they won't be able
You
to
can't
leg lock
footlock
me.
it.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Dude, listen, this is why we do the post show.
Yeah, I'm
Because we're
certainly-
not going to get this interview anywhere else.
No, that I might have said too much actually.
I think so. Shh. You know what, Bo? Here's the problem. He's a child. He doesn't know what any of this
Yeah,
means.
that's true. He might be asleep.
He's probably his bedtime
Yeah.
way past.
Yeah, he's probably-
CJ, here's what I want to ask. What do we have to look forward from you over the next 3 weeks, sir?
Just a evolved version of myself
Okay.
every week.
Okay.
I think almost my toughest matches are the latter part. In fact, if I recall correct, week 4 is an absolute banger.
Oh, we're tired.
I have Matt Mash, which I mean,
Nice.
dude, you saw he was incredibly.
He's
I mean,
great.
He's every single one of his matches has been
Money.
electric. Yeah, he's really good. And then Jet Thompson,
Mm-hmm.
which me and Jet are buddies.
Okay.
So I hate fighting my friends, and he's gonna try to break my leg. So there's 2 things that aren't gonna be that good about that match.
Mm.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Jet is really good at jiu-jitsu.
For sure.
Like really good. He may not be putting points on the board, but he's certainly trying his best.
Let's put it this way.
Yes.
If Jet gets 3 kills,
Yeah.
he will be one of
Yeah.
the point
And he's
leaders.
one of the best back takers, and he's
Exactly.
having some of his best matches or hardest matches
Up
right
front.
off the
Yep,
rip.
facts.
So I think he's one of the people that are just going to get stronger as the tournament goes, just like me. So that'd be crazy to watch week 3. And then who was my last one? So, Christos.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. That's a good
Christos
match.
we know each other pretty well. I've competed on his Enigma card.
Nice.
We've actually had a 1-in-1 match together.
Okay.
So yeah, I beat him once, he beat me once. So looking forward to getting him back.
I'm excited about it.
We're doing like a Zapatero Invitational
Mhm.
in Chicago, like near Chicago,
Mm.
and my 3rd place match fell through. So Christos and I just decided to scrap right there. He
Love
asked
that.
me, "Do you want a match?" And I said,
I love
"I
that.
don't really want a match, but yeah, let's fight."
I think you
Yeah,
should.
anyways.
I'm going to ask this, sir. No, not this yet. It's coming. It's coming. But I want you to shout out your people, bro.
Oh.
Shout out all your people. Say thank
Alright.
you. All that stuff. Take care of your sponsors, too, if you got them.
Yes. First off, Clayton at Level Black, Heath at PSF. I've been giving him all the praise because I honestly feel like he's given me like a new life. I feel like a lot of coaches that I've had in my life have either given up on themselves or they give up on me because I don't do so well in competition. But it's hard to do well in competition when you are surrounded by people that don't believe in you. So telling you to stick in Master 1 division. In fact, when I got my black belt, the first black belt like IBJJF match I ever did was a Master 1 match. So I wasn't even allowed to compete adult. And now, look, I'm scrapping with the best little kids on the planet Earth. In fact, I think I have more losses by teenagers than I do grown people. But yeah, so Level Black, Heath, Grappling Growth Initiative. Seriously, the house is amazing. I didn't know how I was gonna do it or stay out here, and they're really taking care of us. Who else I got? My strength and conditioning coach, Bad Batch Performance. He's in Tennessee, but he has an online program. So if you want to just look like you're on steroids, but not actually be on steroids. Can we talk about that for a second? 36 years old, never, ever even thought about taking steroids.
Nice.
So the fact that all these guys are pumping stupid stuff into their body unnecessarily, like I don't even understand it because a lot of them eat like trash, a lot of them don't sleep, and they think steroids are gonna make up for that stuff.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna be bald, you're gonna look old. Look at me, look at this.
Beautiful hair, sir.
I'm trying 36, I guess. I still think my birth certificate might be wrong, but my brother technically was born after me,
Okay.
so that might be proof.
That usually is an
That
indicator.
might be proof. So yeah, unless I was secretly adopted, but nah, I look too much like my parents. So yeah, no, just everybody, Brandon, you're the man. PGF is the best. Once Upon a Coconut, Mika, my coach. Just seriously, everybody that supports me. I can't believe that. Like, yeah, I feel so lucky, and yeah, I don't know much more to say, man. Yeah.
Well, let's save it for right now. Let's put a
let's go.
bookmark here. CJ, pleasure to actually get to talk to you,
seriously,
sir.
Thank you so much.
It's going to be so much fun seeing you over the next few weeks.
I'm really
And
looking forward to it. I feel like I'm just get a little bit better each time. Let's hope for some kills. Maybe I'll make up for it this week. But
I think you will.
Thank
Go
you.
enjoy the rest of your night, my man.
Yes,
Go
sir.
get some food in you, and we will see you back next week,
Yes,
sir.
Thank you.
All right, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great night, dude.
Thank you.
All right, guys. All right. Pretty good night, right? We had 4 guests. I told you 3. Haha, I gave you another one. Just kidding. Hey, if you like the show, like, comment, and subscribe right now. We will be back here again next week. But before then, if you want to see a recap show, check us out this Friday for another installment of The Bullpen with myself and Tim Freeman. We'll recap a little of this and the larger news that's happening in the jiu-jitsu world. But then next Tuesday, if you want to watch our live preview show, you can check that out as the pre-show that happens. And next Wednesday, before all the action happens here at 4 p.m. Best Coast time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, you can catch the pre-show and new episodes of the Grapplers documentary. I cannot tell you how hard it is to do a documentary in real time, but they're doing it. They released it last Tuesday, aka yesterday. My brain is a little fried. That's how fast they put it together. 5 days, people. Impressive stuff. So catch those documentaries, catch our show, so you can catch our show and the documentary before all of the action takes place. 30 matches, and then don't go anywhere because we have more interviews after that is done. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Raf Esparza. It has been a pleasure to host this for you guys. We love you. It's been a great day for grappling. We'll see you back on the mats.